50 yards. My bow's on. Last couple days I'm probably putting in about 300 arrows. Getting ready for the A-zone opener, man. Archery opener this Saturday. The weather forecast is for 109 degrees. And it's gonna be beautiful. So that was one of the older fishing game guys that patrol the area I was just talking to. And he patrols Knoxville. I'll give you the information he gave to me. He says that Knoxville's blown out this year. The fires really did. You know, I've gotten conflicting reports because during turkey season, I had seen a number of deer while I was turkey hunting up here in Knoxville. And I seen one little where they just started growing the horns. He was just coming up. I think I still got that footage. Because of the fire and because of the drought, he goes, the deer just moved. He goes, they moved out of here. He goes, you could find a couple. He goes, but it's not anything like it was. In fact, they were kind of debating on whether they might just shut it down and give it a rest or not. But they decided to leave it open. But so anybody who's coming up here to Knoxville during bow season or rifle season, whether you're going on that lottery or not, it's going to be really, really, really slim pickings up here. It's going to be hot. Opening weekend, opening weekend of archery season in 3 days is forecasted for 109. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. You can take it with all the rattlesnakes and the ticks. It's going to be like being tucked in the devil's butt crack in here. And if you look at the videos I have for Knoxville, I show you in one of the videos, I give you the 3 major crowheads, give you the GPS coordinates for those. I also show you 2 camping options for the area, and I've shown you parts of the OHV area. I was planning on coming up here to Knoxville opening weekend, and I'm still going to go through with that plan, but I want to say up front right now that nobody's seeing any bucks up here. I put my trail cameras up, and I didn't get any bucks on any of my trail cams of trails that I know they were using last year. Fish and Game officer, they told me that the majority of the herd has probably moved north, probably up in the Cache Creek Wildlife area or beyond. And I'm tending to agree with him. So anybody planning on coming up to Knoxville, if you still have time to change locations, I would probably do it. Or come on up, give them a hunt. If there's bucks in here, I'll find them, I know that. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked for hunting season. I love deer hunting. I got out of it for a long time, and probably worst years of my life. And I decided to get back into hunting a couple years ago, and I picked up a compound bow. And I'm after my first deer with a compound. I've shot my fair share of deer with a rifle, but from here on out in my life, I'm going archery only. And I just love it, man. I love shooting these things. I love the challenge of it. I went on 7 stalks last year, and I got 1 shot at a buck. And the shot I got at a buck, he was coming towards me, and we looked at each other, and he looked at me right before I released, and he kind of ducked it. Or he did duck it. I don't want to talk about it. It still hurts. You guys know how that feels. But I felt fortunate to be able to at least get a shot at a deer last year, even though I missed. And I'm just hoping for the same thing this year. I'm hoping to just get within 40 yards of an animal and get a good clean shot. And man, I'm stoked. I'm stoked for that opening morning light. I know it's going to be hotter than hell this weekend, but I'm coming anyways. Tell you right up front, I'm in Knoxville. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I'm at. Knoxville is a large area, but if you look at previous videos, you'll see some of the trailheads that I've shown, and you'll get a look at what it looks like. But if you're thinking of coming up here to Knoxville, last year, if you would have asked me, I would have said, come on, pick a ridge and climb it. But this year, I can't say that. I could say that if you could change your plans about coming up here and in hunting Knoxville, I would change them. But like for instance, if you draw the first week of rifle season, I mean, hell, you drew it, you might as well come. But the chances are a little bit slim this year. I'm just telling you right up front. So I'm going to give Knoxville open a weekend and reassess what I'll do. I'm going to hunt it the first Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'm going to hunt those 3 days solid. And if I don't see any bucks in the opening weekend, the first 3 days, where I know there's bucks, where I've seen bucks in the past, it's near a water source that has still got water in it, which is important because the majority of the deer are moving out because there just isn't, with the drought, there just really isn't any water here. There's 2 water sources in all of Knoxville, and if you know where those are, then you're a step ahead of the game, because I definitely ain't saying where the water sources are, that's for sure. I mean, I'm a lot of help. I'll give you the trailheads and I'll show you what I see, but I'm not going to give you, you know, there's when you watch my videos, man, there's a certain amount of effort you got to put in. You know, when I do my fishing videos, I don't mind at all giving up the GPS coordinates of exactly where I'm sitting. But hunting's a little different. You know, some people even say I go too far with the hunting videos. I just shouldn't show anything. But I don't think that's fair, man. You know, if you want to come up to Knoxville and you're e-scouting it and you see the trails, you see the trailheads and stuff from e-scouting, all I'm doing is providing additional information, showing you what the terrain looks like, and showing you that the trailhead is still open and operating. You know, it's up to you what you do after that. You know, but as for giving the ridge line I hunt and where the water is, as far as, you know, my deer hunting videos, it's just not going to happen. You know, I put too much time and effort into doing a lot of hiking and setting up trail cams to give up my spot. You know, but I will give you reviews of areas, and I'm telling you, this year Knoxville is not going to be as good as it has in years past. But the way this terrain captures the heat, it's intense. It's intense. Like right now, it's only like 92 degrees, and it's just hot sitting here in the shade, you know, and I'm just practicing with my bow. But hey, next time you see me, it's going to be on open morning. Let's get it.